Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Devotion. What are we all doing
What's
today?
up? Hello.
Oh, yeah.
What an episode we're coming back from right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
so emotional.
Something.
What a recap we're gonna have.
Yeah. I was so excited about it that I talked about it to like everyone in my life, and everyone's like, "What the what?" I'm like, I need to tell you about my last D&D show. It's like da 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 happened, and this person and that person. They're like, "Who are you?"
Dude, Jen, one of my favorite memories, because in my life it has happened a lot that I will like capture someone and make them listen to a story about my D&D character, and it's obvious that it's like way too much for them to listen to.
Yeah. I
But
keep
there are
doing
those
that.
few times where I talk to someone and they genuinely want to talk
Yeah.
about it.
Mhm.
And the first time that ever happened to me was with you, Jen, that we had like
Aw.
we had lunch together or something, and we spent like 2 hours talking about December and Lily.
Yep.
Aw.
And every time I have those conversations where it's like, oh, this person really wants to talk about D&D, I think of you, because that was the first time that I had
That's
that
really
feeling.
cute.
Hmm.
Aw.
And I met a girl on my project that actually wants to listen to me talk about D&D, and her name is Anne, which is funny because it's like Anna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go grab lunch together so I can tell you about my last session.
Oh, that's cute.
And she's like, I want to watch it. I'm like, yay. I hope it's really good because I really oversold it. Like, this is the best D&D episode ever. It's like a soap opera or a sitcom or something.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
Well, why don't we do our quick shout-ins instead of shout-outs, and then do a recap, and then go forward, because we don't have a ton of time today. We're only doing 2 hours.
Okay, I'm being part of the file. Let's play.
Whoa.
I agree. That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep, she's being part of the flaw. Let's play.
let's play.
Yep, she's let's play.
All right, well, then let's just recap it. What happened last week?
Neil, I want you to recap it.
I was really hoping someone would say that.
You're welcome.
Man, last week
I
was
want to hear the story.
Yeah, I want to hear it from Neil's point of view specifically.
Yeah.
So the story is the party gets into town. They split up in a desperate search to find Kalia Ethliel, which is Kessin Kellen's mom. And Ransom finds her, passes his perception check, notices that her door is ajar, and there's the sounds of struggling coming from within.
Struggling.
So in true Ransom form, he busts open the door, and Kalia's in bed with some other guy who like throws the sheets over his head, and she like sits up and shrieks, and Ransom's like, "Hi there, don't mean to interrupt you guys, but your husband's dead. Peace out." And she's like, "What the hell?" And then the sheets come down, and it turns out, of all the people in the world, it's Ransom's dad. And then the two of them have this moment where they're talking with Ransom, and they realize that they didn't know who each other were. They just like happened to be two strangers, or who knows how they really met together here. There's confusion, and then she asks Ransom not to tell Kessin Kellen that she's in bed with this other guy, you know? And then she's like, wait a minute, my husband just died? What's going on? Anyway, big drama. More big drama as everyone comes together, and there's crying, and then we learn that Ransom's nickname as a kid was Little Randy. And that his parents have since split up, and his dad and his brother are there. And then Olivia confronts Kessin Kellen's mom, like, you don't love me, why don't you like me? And it doesn't go
You
over
don't
too
like
well.
your son, like I love him and I'm
Uh-huh.
there for him, and you really suck as a mother.
Yeah, but then she gets all sassy back to Olivia, like, little girl, what do you think you're doing? You know.
You're a human, you're gonna die, he's gonna outlive you.
Yeah, like, you know, Kessin Kellen, if you have kids with humans, you're gonna outlive your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. Do you really want to see them all die? And then eventually Kessin Kellen find out that their mom's been sleeping around with Ransom's dad. And then
And
Olivia...
many other men.
Yeah, well, apparently
'Cause-
we find out that she and her husband had an open relationship, as you might expect from a pair of long-lived traveling rock stars, you know.
I guess when you put it that way,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. They're traveling rock stars. They're gonna
Like,
get
and
into
they've
some...
been alive for like 700 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense, because, like, you know, human life, elf life.
Yeah.
It's a long
Especially the rock star bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can see it, I guess.
Yeah, just no one wants to hear that from their parents right away, right?
I'm so offended.
Yeah. Then we find out that they actually have a pair of half siblings, human, half elven, half human, half siblings that their dad accidentally created in one of his romps around. And Olivia confronts Guy, being like, Guy's head over heels in Kellen, and that song he sang was all about Kellen.
Oh my gosh.
And then Kes,
maybe Olivia too.
Maybe Guy's into both of them. Olivia's hoping. And then Kes has a big confrontation with Guy. And then Guy kind of like snaps at her at the very end, like, well, you just don't get along with anybody. The two of them go separate ways, and no one's seen from Guy in a few days. And Kes calls off the wedding. And
Right, yeah, the wedding.
Ransom's like, what the hell? I was giving you the space you wanted. And Kes was like, I did not want space. And Ransom's like, but you said you wanted space. And then the two of them almost break up, but they're not broken up. They're like taking a step back. Like the wedding's not happening now, and they're not apart, but they're like sleeping in different bedrooms, and the wedding is on indefinite hiatus. And I think I hit all the high notes there, but there was a lot. So
That was a good recap. We did all that in 3 hours.
Yes.
It's insane. I feel like that was like a season right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really recommend you go watch the last episode if you haven't seen it.
Very much so.
Lots of drama. Oh, did we say that I punched Guy as well?
Oh yeah, you beat the crap out of Guy.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
just punch him, you like tackled him.
Mhm.
Yep.
Tackled
It
him
was
to the
like
ground and
out of
smacked
nowhere.
him.
I started a speech as if I was talking about Alex Gilder, which is like the guy that has been flirting with my character. I was talking to Kellen about it, like, oh, you know, someone trying to get close to you, blah, 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 love, our relationship, what do you do? She was thinking I was talking about Alex Gilder, and plot twist! I go punch
Ooh.
Guy.
Plot twist.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so good. More plot twists incoming.
Right. So, we are actually going to pick up in a slightly different setting than usual.
Uh-oh.
B, Kes. You ready?
Yes.
You ready
Yes,
for this?
I'm ready.
Uh-oh, what's happening?
Oh no.
So, Kes,
Uh-oh.
you are dreaming, but this time you're acutely aware you're having a dream. It's not like the last
Okay.
times where you've like kind of woken up out of it. This is much more like a regular dream. So if you want to like look around or ask any questions, you have enough control to like do some things. And if you want to make some basic reactions, we can try and incorporate them, but it's going to be like a dream-like state for you.
Okay, but it's not like the other dreams though, right?
Well, we're going to
You
find
said-
out, aren't we?
Okay. What's the first thing I see in this dream?
The first thing you see is a church, kind of like from up on high. Like you're looking down at a church and you realize you are at your wedding. This is your wedding with Ransom. It is happening. You are looking at this church, and then you kind of like pan down as if you're a bird swooping to the ground to the big double doors. And you can walk on down the aisle. You look to your sides and you see friends, kind of. They're like vague, unfamiliar faces that you just kind of know are your friends and family somehow.
And I don't know that this dream's not real, right?
Right, you are aware that this is a dream while you're having it. Yeah.
Whoa.
And as you walk kind of down the aisle and get to the very end, you see Kellen and Olivia standing at the end in the bride and groom position.
Are
And-
they in wedding garb?
Yes, they are. They are in wedding garb.
I look down
And-
at myself. What am I wearing?
You look down and you don't see yourself. It's like first-person shooter video game. Like you look down and you don't have
Okay.
feet. You're just not there.
Oh.
You look up and you
Is my
see.
dress looking super sexy?
No.
Is it like a skanky wedding, or is it like
no? It's
classy
very conservative and very tasteful. And you notice that
V
the
projecting her own self onto Olivia. Thanks a lot.
and you notice
like-
that the
so
officiant
it's sexy,
is
classy, right? I'm just kidding.
No,
The
it's old lady classy.
the officiant is Guy Claypool.
What?
And he's talking to the two of them, and says, well, will you, Kellen, take like Olivia to like have and hold and
Wait
just
a
like
minute.
snuggle
Am I-
together with for all time?
I thought this was my. Wait, why would I be? I thought we weren't getting married. But wait, when were they going to get married? This doesn't make any sense. Why am I thinking of this right now?
And Kellen's I do. Where do you look?
Wait, I say. Wait.
No one hears you. And Guy turns to Olivia and is like, Olivia, do you take Kellen to like hold and caress and like protect with all of your love forever and ever? And Olivia's like, of course I do.
I look around. What else do I see along the sides? Who do I see in the audience?
Just like vague, unfamiliar faces that you kind of recognize as your family and friends. Conspicuously, you don't see Ransom or Rhonda anywhere. The two of them are completely missing from the picture.
I walk up to Kellen and to Olivia, and I look at Kellen.
Except it's not Kellen anymore. You look back, and it's Alex Gilder standing before Olivia.
Oh shit!
And they're continuing the ceremony as if nothing else had happened. They're going on with the vows, and now they're doing the the individual personalized vows.
Olivia, you're supposed to be marrying my brother.
Of course, Olivia can't hear you. Olivia's not. There's no reaction. It's as if your voice is saying nothing.
I walk up to Olivia's face.
You can see her, saying some things, but her words start to fade out as you start to hear like flapping of wings coming from outside, and this loud like roaring of a dragon.
This is so creepy.
Am I wearing any weapons right now?
Yeah, there's a sword in your hand.
Okay.
I think you find yourself turning and, not even heading towards the door. All of a sudden, you're outside of the church. And up in the sky, circling the wedding bells, which are going off faintly in the background, you see this massive red dragon. And it starts to swoop down on the city and unleash a gout of flame.
I run out of the way of the flame.
Right, as you run out, like kind of move away from the flame, you see it coming, striking a very, very familiar elven male.
I look at the elven male. Who is it?
It is your father. And as you approach him, his eyes get really wide. You can see the fire lighting up his face, kind of, as it's slowly coming towards him. And then, his wide-eyed face turns down, and you look down towards his chest and see a sword sticking right out of it, as if someone had run him through from behind.
I yell out for him.
You look up, and it's no longer your father. It's Liam. It's Ransom's father. And he just topples forward with the sword in his chest, and then you wake up. Find yourself alone in your bed in your personal private inn room that Ransom got for you in whatever tavern this is.
Am I the only one in the tavern?
You're the only one in your
everyone?
bedroom. Yeah.
Am I sweating?
A little bit. But yeah.
I reach for a glass of water and I take a drink of water.
Sure.
Or whatever liquid's close by.
Yeah. You can get some water and you can kind of wake up and go about your day. But
I wonder what all that means.
Around the same time that you're waking up, Ransom, you're waking up too. This is the day after you guys had your big smackdown drag out fight, and you guys have rooms next to each other, but separate rooms. How are you feeling about your big fight yesterday?
I didn't really get to sleep. I was up the whole night, kind of despairing over what had happened. So I might have got a few hours here and there, but I'm pretty exhausted and just in a bad mood altogether.
So, one by one, everyone comes down. I guess Ransom and Kess come down separately, and then Kellen and Olivia come on downstairs. And you guys find yourself at your table in this tavern.
I immediately go to Kellen. Kellen, I had the strangest dream last night.
Kellen looks like pale and can barely keep his eyes open because we were all really drunk last night, right?
No, you were drunk 2 days ago.
2 days
You had
ago.
a full
so never
day
mind.
of rest, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What was that, sis? Sorry, he was distracted.
It's okay. I had the strangest dream. It wasn't like the other dreams, by the way, so don't even mention drugs today.
He looks at her like, I'm keeping my mouth closed, but you know what I would say.
I had a dream that I was at my wedding, even though it wasn't supposed to happen. And then it was you and Olivia getting married. But then it was Alex instead of you.
Alex?
Yeah.
Alex who? Alex like that.
Yeah,
like that
Alex.
Ew, why?
I have no idea. And Ransom was nowhere to be found. And Guy was the one who was doing your nuptials and everything. And then there was this big dragon outside, and he attacked the church. And
whoa, a dragon?
Yeah.
What? The dragon was Dad?
No, the dragon attacked Dad. Dad was outside,
it's
and then
a
there
good
was a
thing
sword.
that dreams are just dreams.
Dude.
None of this is true.
Okay, chill. Don't interrupt my sister, okay? She's trying to tell me about her dream.
Hey, it just seems like she's getting a bit concerned over nothing.
She obviously doesn't feel like it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's really important for me to share this stuff right now. Thank you, though, for your concern. And I look back at Kellen. And then it wasn't Dad at the end. He had a sword through his chest, and then it was Liam after. And then I woke up. It was really strange. I don't know what to make of it. But at least it wasn't one of those dreams again.
It didn't feel like your other dreams?
No, in this dream I could do stuff. I could walk around, and I knew it was a dream this time.
I know what my mom said about her dreams, right?
Yeah.
I think you were sober at that point in time. Yes, you remember that.
Okay.
Good news is, I know my dad's not dead, so...
Well, I know nobody's dead. I just
Except
said
our dad.
It wasn't like...
All right. As you guys talk about this and eat a little bit of food, your mother comes down. Kalia, by herself, comes downstairs. No sign of Liam yet.
Thank goodness, because it's weird if they come downstairs together. Even if we all know.
Yeah.
And she comes down with kind of a bright smile on her face and says, good morning, children. How are we all doing today?
I had a dream, Mom.
Oh, how wonderful. Was it a good dream?
No, it wasn't a good dream. At least I could understand it this time. Well, I don't actually understand it, but I could hear what was happening. And I mean...
Did you write it down?
I
like
knew
I
it was
told
a
you?
dream. I didn't write... I immediately get a notebook out and I write it down.
Kids, these...
You know, Kalia, things are pretty much terrible. By the way, my dad's not dead, right?
He might be sleeping in a little bit.
Ew.
Yeah.
We don't need to know the details, Mother.
And why not?
Because it's already weird enough. Don't forget, we're not over our father's death yet. Or will ever be.
You kind of see the chipper mask on her face break for a moment. You realize that she's, still struggling with herself and tries to shake it off and goes, let's. So I have coordinated with the innkeep today. I believe that we will be playing as we agreed the day before yesterday. So.
Oh yeah, jam session with Mom. Sick. Yeah.
Wipe that ungrateful look off your face, Kellen. It has been a long time since we've played, and I think that's what this family could use right about now.
Mom, I was just saying it'd be cool to play with you. Chill. What's your problem?
We just woke up. Kellen always looks like that when he wakes up.
Perhaps.
Sorry, my face isn't good enough for you.
No. So what do you think we should play? And at this point, I would like Kellen to come up with the name of a song, and then I'd like Kess to write a block of lyrics for it. Doesn't have to be the whole song, but like a subsection of lyrics. And I'd like Kess to name a song and Kellen to write a subset of lyrics for that.
Okay.
Oh, my notebook's on the table.
Okay. These are
really quick.
Go ahead.
Are these songs that we wrote since the other day?
No, these are songs that your parents would have performed that you would have learned to play with your parents. So you guys all three of you already know it.
They're Ethlial classics.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
Whatchat and Kalia, Kalia classics.
Okay, I'm gonna get my notebook. I'll be right back.
All right. So Kess, you're gonna have to come up with a classic song that your family plays together.
Okay. And just a pair of lyrics, like
No, I need right now. I just need a song title from you.
Okay.
So what is the title of one of the songs your family plays?
We are a family of elves.
Is the song title? Okay.
Yep.
So
What?
Kellen, you're writing lyrics for "We Are a Family of Elves."
I hate this song. Ew.
It's one of those really annoying, partridge families.
All right, Kellen, and what is the song that Kess is going to write lyrics for?
Let's see. So what did I said something about my parents' musical style. It was like if we're green.
If you guys are Green Day, they're the Rolling Stones.
Right. Okay. So it's something. I love you, do.
Wow, really?
Yep.
All right.
Wait, love you, do, like really do.
Do.
Okay.
So while you guys are writing lyrics for these things, Olivia, the elves are going off and they're going to start practicing their music, leaving you at the table with Ransom, and eventually Liam and Neeson will show up. And Rhonda will also show up as well. So what are Olivia and Ransom getting up to?
Well, I'm assuming that this is gonna be my debut for live painting actions in front of a crowd.
Ah.
So I'm getting out all my paint and my stuff to do it.
Ransom.
Ransom's kind of keeping to himself. You know what? This sounds like a good time to grab some alcohol.
First thing in the morning. All right, Ransom.
You're right, Ransom. Your head's at the right place. I'm sure it's gonna just improve my art anyway, right? That's how the artists do it.
All right. The two of you head over to the bar. What are you ordering in the morning?
A mimosa, duh.
That's my kind of girl. What about you,
Eat a
Ransom?
bunch of your strong stuff.
Okay. They bring you over a bottle of whiskey, and with their thick Akuban accent says, "This'll be 5 silver."
Yeah, here you go.
There you go. They hand you a bottle. Liam comes over to where the two of you are and leans heavily on the bar and says, "Well, son, this has been a pretty fabulous vacation."
Well, I
for
can
you,
see
Dad.
that you've
For
been
you.
having some alright fun
What can I say? Just beams with a smile.
with the older lady.
And I check her thing.
So she's a cougar, isn't she? Now that you think about it.
You know, I hadn't put that together. I suppose, technically speaking, but I swear, she doesn't look any older than me. So I don't know if it really counts. Does a cougar mean someone older or someone who just looks older?
I think just someone older. That's
Well,
how I
then.
would go for it.
She's definitely a cougar.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
So-
older than Kellen? No, you're not older than Kellen. Of course not. So what is that then? Wait a minute, Ransom, does that mean Tess is your cougar then?
No, she's my cougar anymore.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Things don't seem to be going well between the two of us, I say as I just kind of take a big swig of the whiskey.
I thought we were here for a wedding.
Yeah, sorry to make you come out all this way, Dad.
Turns out it was just for some fun trip and some sexy time action for you.
Oh, hold on. Are you guys breaking up?
They won't break up, of course not. We've been together for such a long time now. I am sure that with some grand gesture, he's just gonna swoop her off her feet again.
Well, come on,
Aren't
son, we
you
gotta fix this. How are you gonna...
think of something great. Something grand.
Olivia and I will help you fix this thing. It's just
Yeah.
it'll be an easy solution. Trust me, I was married for a long time before my marriage went down in flames. I can help you out.
You sure you're the best person to talk to about this?
I have a lot more years of marriage under my belt than you do.
That's for sure.
Alright, well, I'm all ears.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
Well, I don't know. All I did was give her exactly what she wanted, and then she dumped me.
Oof, it's a tough one. What do you think, Olivia?
I think that you have some communication issues. Because I think your heart's at the right place, but you guys don't understand each other. You know, you talk, but you don't understand what the other means. You interpret it both in different ways.
This is some strange
think-
talk. Why can't people just say what they're thinking?
I think you have to tell her that she just needs to tell things straight to you because you just want to make her happy. You know, not reading between the lines thing, because that's not your strength. And she should know that, to be fair.
Right.
I think you should kill a bear in her honor.
I was thinking of doing something like that,
You know,
Dad.
like-
That's good advice.
What more romantic gesture can you get than slaughtering a really strong animal for
I
another
was thinking
person?
even one up on that. Maybe a dragon or something.
Oh yeah, kill a dragon for her. That's definitely sure to win her over.
Well,
I don't know about this communication stuff. I mean, who talks about
We're
their
on the
feelings?
same page then.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
well, you know, I just be careful about taking on a dragon alone, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it sounds like he's already taken on a dragon. No? Too soon? Okay, sorry.
I'm feeling better about that bear ID than that dragon ID. How about 3 bears?
Bears.
You know, she also loves shopping. How about you just buy her something really nice?
Ooh, buy her something. That's the quickest way to a woman's heart. Right?
Well, that did work the last time I gave her a
I
ring.
do love getting
Eh?
things for free. It's nice.
Or cook her something really nice, you know? Like, kill a bear and then cook her the bear you killed for her. Right? I mean, that's how your mom got me. I mean, she didn't kill the bear, but it was her cooking that did it.
You can do all the things. Just like do a whole day just for her. Where like you've killed a bear, you've cooked it for her, then you buy her a really nice present, you take her for a walk in the sunset because she really seems to dig that.
I had this strange memory of somehow, maybe it was a previous life. I tried to cook a bird and it didn't work well.
Oh.
Eh. Is there something that she's tell you that she's always wanted to do or like experience and that she's never done?
All she seems to want to do is watch the sun rise and the sun set. Simple elf. I tried to do that for her each time, but I don't know if she's even into sharing that moment anymore.
Where's a good place to watch a sunset from?
Top of a mountain.
Are there mountains near us? He says, questioningly.
Are there?
There's a dragon on that mountain. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, I mean, next to the water would be nice too.
Oh, yeah. Ocean sunsets.
How about you like make her a nice dinner and you eat it by the sunset?
All right, I'll see what I can do there.
It's really too bad that guy that cooked left us.
You had
That
a
guy
cook?
that cooked the chef, sorry.
You had a cook traveling with you?
Yeah, we
And you
did.
let him go? That's the one thing I really miss about your mother. Cooking. That woman could cook the most delicious spiced potatoes. And you know how I like spiced potatoes. Oh, man.
Yeah, I like them too. That's what I'm talking about. And all the meat heavy dishes she used to cook.
The small meats too, I bet.
Yeah, she would like cut them up real small. She had the best small salami sandwich. Oh my god.
Small meats, man. It's just like a thing in this campaign.
Does Kess cook? Maybe you should win her back by having her cook you a meal.
Oh, that's not bad. How does that work?
That doesn't sound very romantic to me. I think the gesture's important.
How do you think I should put that, Dad?
I don't know. Hey, honey, why don't you...
Go to the kitchen?
No. Hey, sweetie, you're such a good cook. Wouldn't it be wonderful for... I don't know. I just really like the idea of someone making food.
I like that too.
That
I think that makes sense. Maybe that would bring the 2 of us closer together.
Is that what Kalia has been doing for you? Cooking? Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, in a way.
Well, you sure don't seem to be seeing that part of your marriage.
Well, that was never really ever missing from anything, but that's neither here nor there.
Ah, so you like it better with humans. Well, I mean, with elves.
Well, if this is a conversation you want to get into, perhaps we should have it without my son around. I don't want to embarrass him.
He doesn't seem like the type that can get embarrassed, really. You know how he said that her husband died? That seemed like the non-embarrassed type of person.
All right. Let me tell you about things I've learned about elves in the last 3 days.
Sure.
You see, and then he proceeds to go into graphic detail about his relationships with your future mother-in-law. Because you prompted that from him.
Yep, and I ask a lot of questions.
God, I'm so glad
And you know,
we're not
I'm
playing this
super
out.
open. So like, I'm like, oh, you see? Well, with Kellen, and then I go about that.
Oh, God.
I'm like comparing the female elf to the male elf experience.
All right, we're just going to close the window on that.
And
You guys can...
I'm always trying to make it sound like Kellen is better than his mom.
That is too weird for me to get into right now.
It is very weird.
Let's flip back to Kess and Kellen themselves. Have you finished your song lyrics?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't write like a whole song.
No. We don't need the whole song. We just need like, a snapshot of what the stylings are. So you have a performance this afternoon. Are there any things that the two of you, I guess the three of you, need before you can go on stage?
I think Kellen doesn't say he needs anything. He's just in like an obviously bad mood. Like he was trying to be excited about playing with his mom, but she like gave him attitude, and he already broke from the band once and like doesn't feel like it really fits his musical style anymore. And he's got a lot on his mind, and his mom just kind of spoke for him and said he was going to play. And that's just like really disrespectful to him as an artist, He's just being really surly, but he can play anytime, whatever.
What about you, Kess?
Cass is going along with Kellen since we've been performing by ourselves for so long now. We just kind of have our niche, and we just we know each other and can perform so well. And like trying to perform with a mom who's sleeping with somebody else's dad and like not even properly grieving our dad, it's just like it feels weird. It doesn't feel the same to have just one parent around, and it just doesn't feel the same. So Cass will, of course, we're musically talented, so we'll play, but our heart's not in it.
Oh, okay. Well, you have the morning and the early afternoon if there are things any of you need for it.
I need something. Another whiskey, bartender.
All right. Ransom gets another whiskey. Olivia,
Ransom, don't you think I've had enough to drink today?
Aren't you a bit busy, dear?
We're brainstorming.
Okay, well, you might want to maybe cut back a little so you don't get drunk for the entire evening, unless you don't want to hear us play.
And then I whisper in Ransom's ear, you do want to hear them play.
No,
You tell her that you love listening to her music. It's
don't
great.
really understand the music lyrics. I say it so that she can hear, even though I'm trying to whisper. I never really understood this art stuff, this lyricals.
But
Do I hear this?
Did you say it loud enough for her to hear it?
It's kind of drunken whispering in that it's trying to be a whisper, but it's not like being successful.
Give
as
me
a
a
whisper.
Give me a perception check, Cass.
Okay.
No, you definitely don't hear it.
Oh, you got lucky.
The good news is, as long as I get the gist, that's fine. Since I just love to hear the musical parts and like the
ocarina.
Yeah, the ocarina.
He loves your ocarina.
Thanks, Olivia.
Sure.
How
Not so
are you-
much a fan of the lyrics generally, though.
Silence comes over the table.
I just kind of shake my head a little, and then I go over to Kellen to work on music.
Rhonda speaks up and says, teacher, maybe we should practice. We have some time before the show. Perhaps we should do some sparring?
Ah, excellent. I can see how I spar while a little bit inebriated.
Sure.
Let's get to it.
She gets up and takes you outside. Neeson follows over. He's still got bruises from when Rhonda kicked his butt. And I think the three of you can practice outside, leaving Olivia kind of sort of alone with Neeson while the three elves work on their
Neeson?
music. I'm sorry. Yeah, Liam, not Neeson.
Liam, yeah. I was like, who's Neeson?
Well, Olivia, I think your conversation with him has, that section of it has ended.
Are you sure, Neil?
I'm sure it's ended by now.
Sure.
So, what are you up to? Do you have anything you want to do today, actually? You don't have to have this conversation with him.
No, we can talk. It's okay. He's an interesting fellow. So,
So I
how
hear...
do you feel? Yeah, go ahead.
I hear you haven't been getting along very well with Miss Ethliel there.
Oh, at least she was honest with you about it. That's good.
Well, I mean, I kind of
In front
saw
of
the two of
everybody,
you
she's, like,
in front of
pretending.
everyone, kind of, rawr.
Weren't we talking in a room?
I mean, you were crying, why don't you love me? Please, why don't you love me?
Yes, that second part, you're right.
Yeah.
It was the first part, and then she pretended like it never happened, and then...
Well, what was the first
two.
part all about?
Oh, well, the first time I ever met her, it was actually a long time ago, but I went to a family dinner at her place with Kellen. And, Cass had already introduced Ransom to the family. So, coming in as the second human, I felt pretty good about it. I wasn't too nervous. And I didn't speak Elvish at all. But, it seemed all good and swell. And through the lines, I kind of read that she didn't like me and didn't want me to be going out with her son. And then she kind of told them off to never come back home again. So, I was really hurt by that, and her son as well, and her daughter as well. So I think that she has some growing up to do, even though she's so old. Maybe she has an open relationship, but does she have an open mind?
Very perceptive, young lady.
Yeah.
Very perceptive. Where did you meet that guy? The one with the weird name? Yeah. What's the deal
so
there?
Long. It's been so long, I don't even remember. I think, he was in a band, like one of our rival bands, and he had some magician making him sound really good, but he's actually a pretty bad musician. We've been trying to ramp him up and getting better, but all he did was just falling in love with Kellen, which is ridiculous. Clearly we're in a relationship, and it's not an open one, at least for now. So.
Well, I mean, the heart wants what the heart wants. You can hardly blame a guy for falling in love.
You're right. I actually think he was into the both of us, so we need to have that chat with Kellen.
Wait, what chat are you having with Kellen?
Well, about Guy, maybe he doesn't have to leave.
Were you gonna, kick him out of the group?
Well, he kicked him out himself, but, if he's just into Kellen, I don't see how this can work, but if he's, into the both of us, maybe there's something that can be done about it.
And here you say you're not into open relationships.
I didn't say that. I said she's into open relationships, and she doesn't have an open mind. I said that right now our relationship is not open.
Right.
Closed
But
for business.
You're open to the open, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. We need to talk about it. What about you? Are you in an open relationship?
Well, I'm divorced. I have no relationships whatsoever.
Not even with little Miss Ethliel?
Oh, no. God, no. There's no long-term things going on there. We just bunk mates to save on rent.
Right. So how did you meet her? How did that happen?
Oh, man. I had just gotten in off the ship and came in here for a nice cool drink, and she was up on stage playing her harp, and it was moving. And on top of that, she got up and did this dance while she was playing the harp. It was pretty fantastic, to be honest. I'd never quite seen something like that. And so when she was done, I got up and went to speak to her, and luckily she spoke common. I wasn't sure, most of these people here speak this crazy-ass Incuban language. And, one thing led to another. We got to talking. She said she was here for her daughter's wedding. I said I was here for my son's wedding. She asked me
And you
what my
never
son...
made the connection.
Well, I called him Little Randy. And apparently these days he doesn't go by Randy anymore. He goes by Ransom. So when I said my son's name is Randy, you know.
I'm planning on bringing that back. He's never gonna live off that one. Little Randy. Randylicious.
That might be a hard sell.
We'll see to who.
All right. Yeah, it looks like Kess and Kellen are done with lyrics, maybe? All right. So, why don't we take a break early? And when we come back from break, we will have the elves together as a family for the first time, but maybe it's a little awkward for a bunch of different reasons. And we'll see how you guys perform your music. Rather than having you guys do charisma checks, I'm gonna have chat just vote on how good your music is.
I thought this was like a quick write. I didn't write a masterpiece to perform here, so
I didn't either. Don't worry.
Well, they'll take that into consideration. Hopefully, they'll be lenient. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Bye bye.
okay.